13,762,000 to Vice President Harris's 16,536,000. But the popular vote, of course, is not how we determine things. Let's take a look at the Electoral College with the way things are standing right now. At the moment, Mr. Trump's got 101 of the 270 he needs to win this job, and Kamala Harris has 71.
And here's how Tennessee is shaping up. Former President Trump with 811,134 votes to 282,57 for Kamala Harris, 33% of precincts reporting. However, the AP has called Tennessee for Trump.
That's right. And the Associated Press, which is where we're getting all of our numbers because they deal with real facts, they've also called Kentucky for Trump. Here's a look at the U.S. Senate race. This Marsha Blackburn, the incumbent here, with 73% of the vote, 33% reporting. And she is talking right now. Let's listen to Marsha Blackburn. She is saying, I've won this thing. Let's listen in.
Rein in big tech, and to support our military and our veterans. And I will remind all of you, this weekend we're going to pause and we're going to thank our veterans and celebrate Veterans Day. And if you're a veteran, raise your hand. Let us say thank you now. So I invite all Tennesseans to join with me as we work together. We've got a lot that we want to do. The governor and I have been focused on helping to rebuild and work with the Upper East Tennessee that has been devastated by the floods. And we're continuing to do that. I invite every Tennessean to work with me, fight with me as we protect our freedoms and our liberties, and fight with me so that we have less government, so that we stop the overspending in Washington, so that we restore our standing in the world and rebuild our military, and we get that border secured, and that we protect our children and make certain that when it comes to protecting our girls in sports, that we know what a woman is and we know what a man is. So thank you all. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your support. God bless you and Tennessee and the great United States of America. Thank you all.
All right, there it is, Marsha Blackburn, live out in Cool Springs, where she's been watching the returns come in. She is have been declared the winner by the Associated Press, really defeating State Representative Gloria Johnson, roughly 3-1. And you see the signs, Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
Well, we continue our election team coverage with a look at the battleground states for president. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin joining us from our election race center with more on the results that are starting to come in.
Races that have already been called for Donald Trump, Carolina, among other states, and Kamala Harris taking states along the eastern part of the country, like Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maryland, and New Jersey. Now let's get to some key swing states. Particularly, we are paying attention to Georgia and North Carolina. Oops, I have to get the pen going. Okay, we are paying attention to Georgia and North Carolina. Now, the candidates would get 16 electoral votes from each of the two states if they win these battleground states. Now, for some context, in 2020, President Joe Biden was the first Democrat to carry Georgia since Bill Clinton in 1992, defeating Trump by less than 1/4 of a percentage point. Now, in North Carolina, this state's only been carried by Democrats 2 times in presidential elections since 1968. Trump won North Carolina by about 1 percentage point in 2020, his smallest winning margin in any state. Now, we will also be keeping an eye on Nevada, Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is the state with the most electoral votes than any of the battlegrounds we are keeping an eye on. But for now, reporting live in the studio, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Amanda, thank you. Fox 17 News will continue to track results throughout the night. We also have continuing coverage when we're not on the air right here on digital at fox17.com.
And we'll have another cut-in on air at 8:26 to keep you updated on those local races. And you can also see them ticking there at the bottom of your screen.